Ariana ain't the only one that do it grande. Good morning. How you guys doing? I'm from the west side. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you don't know about Toby Nguige and his wife Fat, oh my gosh, you got to get into that. They are awesome. You got to get up there. No. They're that energy, boy. You can't listen to them and not do this.
No, that doesn't look good on me. My hat's got to be cocked. Yay!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where's my phone? Okay.
Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk About It with the Empowerment Duo.
Entrepreneurs in the house, raise your hand. Do we have any entrepreneurs coming in here today? Raise your hand.
I hope that you are doing well today. I am turning off my phone volumes. Let's get it in, baby. You gonna teach us today?
I'm gonna congratulate on you guys today.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna learn y'all a little something today.
We're gonna learn a little something, but before we get started, we are going to be right back. Back in a moment.
All right. Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like, and like again.
Lala Middleton, come on over to the Empowerment Duo page.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are appreciating your attendance today. We are excited for those of you who tuned in last night. If you hung out last night in the clubhouse, you ought to be lit and litty right now. You ought to be up and ready.
Yes, I hosted an amazing clubhouse last night. It was on mindset and motivation
with some really cool people.
Yes.
And if you missed it, that's okay. Every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., just an hour of mindset and motivation for your ear, so that you can become even more inspired, uplifted. That's right. Like. Thank you, Miss Vivian. Woo-hoo. I am so very excited for all that we have the opportunity to celebrate. I did want to, today is Thursday, so that means this afternoon,
what's going on?
This afternoon, we have heart-to-heart conversations with Stephanie. That's Stephanie Morris. And there's a new podcast for your listening ear. I'm going to go ahead and share it for you. Back in a moment.
Welcome to Inner Peace and Serenity with your host, speaker, coach, facilitator, Jeannie Muhammad. Join us every first Thursday of the month, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we talk everything self-improvement. So take back your pen, take back your life, right here on Kiever's Place.
Woo-hoo, Sister Jeannie. We are so proud of her.
She's got a smile so bright.
And I'm telling you, we are excited about all of those that we're getting the opportunity to connect with. Ms. Vivian said, I tried to get in the clubhouse, but I'm on a waiting list. All right, so I will see if I can add you.
You don't need to be on a waiting list at all.
Yeah, because I've got some clubhouse tickets. Tickets. Where are the tickets?
I used all my invites and they gave me 5 more.
Yeah, that's usually what they do.
They give you 5 more when you use them all?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did for me. Okay. So I can invite up to 5 more people.
Yeah.
You need to be on the waiting list, Ms. Vivian. You can get in there anytime.
We'll get you in, sis.
But the clubhouse has been an amazing thing. First off, I want to talk to my entrepreneurs today. If you're an entrepreneur, raise your hand. Say yes. Raise your hand. Me something. Those of you guys who consider yourselves entrepreneurs, stand up today. Those of you guys who earn a living in any kind of way, whether you're a teacher or a preacher or an electrician, a fighter or a writer or a politician, I'm the man with the key to your ignition. Just can't find no competition.
Writer or politician. I cannot.
A teacher or preacher or electrician, fighter or writer or politician. I'm the man with the key to your ignition.
I can't with you.
What I know about Sugar Hill Gang back then. That's hands raised right there. Thank you. I want to talk to you today. First off, all of you guys are in sales. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you're a parent or a school teacher, 40 or 50% of your day is persuading somebody to do something. Okay. If you're a school teacher, particularly, if you're a construction worker or a construction supervisor, 45% of your time is talking somebody into doing something with you on work. Okay, talking to your supervisor, persuading. You spend a lot of your time persuading. Even if you don't have a job, you're persuading your kids to do something. You're persuading your spouse to do something. How many of you women have ever gotten your significant other to do anything that he initially didn't want to do? Okay, how did you do that? How did you get him to do it? You used your womanly wiles and you persuaded him. Lisa gets me to do stuff I don't want to do all the time.
Good morning.
Lisa gets me to do stuff I don't want to do all the time because she knows how to sell her husband. That's what she does. And I don't mind her selling her husband. As a matter of fact, I prefer
he prefers it. And sometimes he's right. I do sell him all the time because that's how he prefers to be communicated with.
Yes, I do.
But sometimes it is, or I was going to say sometimes it's challenging, but I think sometimes it used to be challenging. I don't think it's as challenging anymore.
Because at one time it was exhausting for you. You didn't want to do it. But that's my language. Okay. That's my love language, if you will, if that makes it more palatable to you.
Yes. So I had to sharpen my Delilah.
And do what you got to do. You know, that's how I want to be talked to. That's how it works for me.
That's how he likes it. That's what he wants. So that's what
true. I want to talk to people who think they're entrepreneurial in any kind of way.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I want to talk to you about last night. Lisa mentioned it a moment ago. We hosted a clubhouse room, and I had 4 amazing women plus myself. I was the host and the opening speaker. Now, last night we were talking about the mindsets and motivations that today's entrepreneurs need to be successful. And in my segment, thank you a lot, Bill. I'm so glad you're here, Bill. In my segment,
today, Bill,
I talked about the new ABCs of selling.
ABC.
The new ABCs of selling. That's what I'm talking about.
1, 2, 3.
Now, at one time, for a long time in this country, salespeople could be unscrupulous because the knowledge was out of whack. They knew more than the consumer. They could say some of anything. You had to hope you got an honest salesperson. But that's not the case today. Oh, no. You don't care what they say. Very often now, the clients know as much as the salesperson or the entrepreneur, if not more.
That part.
They know it as much, if not more, than the person selling to them. They can research it right in your face. They can check out your reputation right in your face.
Absolutely.
And they do.
Absolutely. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. And thank you. She said, love your hat. My husband brought me this hat.
I sure did.
He brought me this hat.
I ordered it, and I had to wait for it to come in. Yeah.
I think I'm going to put red felt under the bottom, though.
You can.
I think I want red here.
You can do that.
But yeah.
That'll make it even more fly.
Exactly.
And I think you want to put red felt on there because you can put red felt on there.
Yeah, that part.
That's the main reason you
want to drop my hat to the side. I don't know. I don't really much care for a straight hat.
But Lisa likes to do it yourself. She likes projects. Okay. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Stephanie. We just reminded everyone that today is Thursday and at 12 noon that they can tune into Heart to Heart.
Yeah.
Conversations with Stephanie.
That's today at noon, each Thursday at noon, actually. So at one time, the ABCs of selling was to always be closing.
Always
be closing. Oh, get them to sign on the line which is dotted because that's the only thing that matters in life. That used to be a selling mantra in this country. That mantra does not work today. Yeah. Who could bully you into doing any kind of
I
business.
wish they would.
You wish they would, don't you?
I wish they would.
Look, lady, sign the contract.
No, thank you.
What if they tried to trick you into signing the contract? Look, this doesn't commit you. This just lets the company know that you came out here or that we came to see
Yeah,
you.
right. No, thank you.
So this is not a commitment.
They be lying.
That used to be a sneaky way.
That was a lie.
That was a lie, yes. But no one can fall for that anymore today. Okay.
Yes.
All these golly, there's so many scams out here. Look, if you send $1,000, I'll send you 300,000. That's a scam. Okay. Who would fall for that? Obviously, somebody did. Okay?
Somebody's.
But that old way of selling does not work today. I'm going to teach you guys the new ABCs of selling.
The new ABCs in selling. And if you don't mind, just hang out for just a moment while we hear from somebody else who knows all about Brian's selling.
Hello, my Facebook family and friends. This is Nancy White, the Healthy Sales Chick, and I have my great friend with me today, Brian McNeill. Even though he's not this short, he's really this big. He's bigger, taller like this. Here you go, Brian. Anyways, this video is to give Brian a shout out because Brian did 2 events yesterday, 2 trainings for sales coaching. And I will tell you, I have known Brian for years, and he is amazing, and he gets more and more amazing. Why would I recommend Brian McNeill to be your sales coach or even to do a consultation with him? Because he's going to tell you the 7 secrets why people spend money, why they want to give you money. So, if you want to know those 7 secrets why Brian would give you money, or not Brian give you money, but why people would give you money, get in touch with Brian McNeill, because you know how we have all spent money on different trainings and things that we have never put into practice. That's not going to happen with Brian. Brian is going to make sure that you stay accountable and that you do some of the things that he is coaching you to do. The only way we can have something different is to do something different. So I encourage you to learn something from Brian that you can put to use. And again, get back in touch with me, Nancy White, the Healthy Sales Chick. I will share with you more secrets about Brian that you may not know. Like, share, do whatever you can to help this video to get out, because that's what it's all about. We want to make sure that we are supporting and helping one another. Have a great day.
That is so cool. So, ABCs of selling. ABCs of selling. Take us.
A stands for attunement. Attunement. Can you see your business the way your clients see your business? Can you see what you do through their eyes?
Attunement.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking at what you do through the eyes of your client. What are they looking for? What do you even look like to them? Is it easy for them to work for you, or is there challenges for them to work with you? Do they have to go through hoops and hurdles in order to find any kind of benefits from you? Attunement. Can you see what you do through the eyes of the people that you want to serve? Now, the new ABCs of selling, this word serve is going to come up a lot. Matter of fact, the service seller is really the new way of thinking. Thinking of selling as serving as selling. Think of them that way.
Okay.
But seeing it through their eyes. The old adage, to sell John Jay what John Jay buys, you have to be able to sell it through John Jay's eyes. See it the way actually, there's even scripture about that too. Man, it popped in my head and popped right back out. But being able to see it through someone else's eyes. See your work through your client's eyes. That's the first A.
That's right. A is attunement. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for capturing that, Stephanie.
I appreciate that, Stephanie. Now, the B stands for buoyancy. Buoyancy. Yes. Now, this is an interesting one for me, too, because buoyancy, as an entrepreneur, a large part of your life is dealing with rejection and disappointment. Okay, as an entrepreneur, most of the time people don't say yes. Most of the time, okay. So, how do you handle it when you're dealing with rejections? How do you handle it when deals fall through? How do you stay afloat, mentally afloat, when things aren't going well? That's buoyancy. Now, here's the challenge that I face in my practice. I said a lot of times to my wife and to other entrepreneurs that today's entrepreneurs have gotten wimpier than they ever have been. That's the term I use, wimpier, because they don't even ask for business at all. They won't ask at all. Why? Because they don't want to get turned down, and they don't want to come across as salesy, which is really an insult. Okay, as if the only way to sell is if you're being sleazy. That's an insult. Okay, but anyway, so they don't even ask at all. So they don't put themselves in a position where they have to mentally stay afloat when they're being rejected, which is a lose, lose, lose. That means you lose on potential business and your clients lose out on the potential help that you can give them. Mm-hmm. You can jump in anytime you want to. I'm flowing.
So actually, no, that's fine, because I'm thinking about the importance of buoyancy also. Good morning, Melissa. As one of those components that is almost left out when people are talking about entrepreneurship. Buoyancy is akin to resilience.
Yes.
And both of those things are so necessary.
Critical.
They're critical. And to be quite honest, if you're not willing to develop your resiliency, your buoyancy then maybe entrepreneurship is not for you.
Sing it again.
If you are not really willing to understand that it is certainly not going to be like this. This is not the road to success in entrepreneurship. This is just not it, right? It is more like,
peaks and valleys up and down, but overall, it's still the direction.
It'll still arc up. However, there may be seasons where it's down, 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 and those are actually the seasons that are building they're building your buoyancy. You see, if you can learn how to tread water during the down, if you can learn how to manage your mindset, because that's going to be a critical area in the times with when the tide is way out and far away, and you robbing Peter to pay Paul, and nobody is saying yes. In those times, you've got to have the intestinal fortitude and endurance to still believe that what you are doing is what you should be doing.
There's a critical question I want you to start asking yourself, entrepreneurs, or those of you endeavoring to become entrepreneurs. The question is, and this is a question that you ask yourself and answer for yourself.
Yes.
Not anybody else.
No one else can answer it.
Right. The question is, can I do this? Can I do this? Do I have what it takes to do this?
Should I be doing this?
Now, when you ask yourself that question, not tell a statement, it's a question. It forces you to search an answer. Okay. And if you can find an answer at all, very often that answer is going to be yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm capable of doing this. Yes, I've done it before. Yes, I have the required skill set to do this. And that will bolster you. The question of, can I do this? Even when things are not going good, maybe particularly when things are not going good, you ask yourself that question, can I do this? I am doing this. Damn it, I am doing this. But are you capable of doing this?
That's right. And you get to have that conversation with yourself, and you get to answer it. And you know what else is really important? That you have that conversation with yourself before someone else or life tries to have that conversation with you.
And if you don't, Lisa, I said buoyancy, and Lisa was right when she said it's resiliency. But we both believe that it's
resiliency doesn't begin with a B.
It doesn't begin with a B, so it doesn't fit. But we believe at some point your business is going to ask you a basic question, and you don't get to not answer the question. The question is, Bill, how much pain are you willing to take before you quit? Stephanie Morris, your business is going to ask you, how much pain are you willing to take before you quit? Julie Couture, Miss Vivian, your business will ask you that question.
How much pain are you willing to take before you quit?
And you have to pass that. That's a test and a question. You have to pass it. Okay.
It is what it is. There's no way around it. And for those who sometimes are looking from the outside in, it doesn't always look like what it is.
I failed that test 3 times. It took me 4 tries to make my business stick. Okay. Now, staying on buoyancy here, here's an indicator to how successful you're going to be. Here's an indicator. And you can recognize this in other people as well as yourself. How do they describe their disappointments? Or how do they describe their rejections? Right. Now, if the person is one of those people who describes their disappointments like I sucked, okay, or I'm not good enough, or I didn't wear the right things that day, the way they describe it is if they describe because of their own faults and failures, that's not good. Okay, that's an indicator of someone who's not going to be able to take it. But if they describe their disappointments, maybe it wasn't the right time for them. Okay, maybe if I do it again, I'll do it better the next time for them. Or maybe there was other factors that contributed that way. Okay, if you can describe your disappointments and failures and not a way that's casting aspersions on yourself, that's an indicator that you can be more successful.
Right. Okay. And I think it's really, really important to understand that disappointments, it's not a matter of if they will come.
Well,
it is when they will come. It's not a matter of if they will come. It's a matter of when they will come. Ms. Vivian, she said, I want to cry right now. I'm not quitting, though. That is critical.
Now, to me, when you get to that point when you want to cry or bang your fist on the table, I consider that a corner that you're about to turn. Okay, because sometimes people cry, they're like, damn it. They realize, to quote the great Jasmine Guy, the actress from The Different World, she goes, sometimes you keep saying to yourself, if I just, and then one day you finally just. Okay, so when you get to that point where you're angry or you want to cry, go ahead and do that, but don't stay there, and then learn what you need to learn so you can get around that corner.
Absolutely.
That means you're close, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that means that you're right there, and if you can keep going, you can actually get there. You want to tell the story about the inches before the gold.
Feet from gold?
Yes.
Okay.
36 inches.
I thought I told this week already.
No, you haven't.
Man, okay. There's this around the 1890s, 1880s, 1890s in this country, gold was discovered in the hills of California.
You're welcome, Melissa.
Okay. Gold was. Where did Melissa say?
She didn't say anything, but she loves story time.
I just told this story.
You did not. You have not just told this story. We haven't had story time in over 7 days.
Okay. Well, gold was discovered in the hills of California. And there was this man in Pennsylvania. He decided he wanted to go find gold too. And he goes out there and he gets a stake of land and he finds some gold. So he secures his stake, he goes back home, and he tells his friends and family, and he borrows money from all his friends and family and banks so they could raise the money to buy the equipment to go and mine his gold stake. And they buy all the equipment, they raise the money, buy all the equipment, they go, and they start mining his stake for gold, and they find gold. And they're bringing out carloads of gold from his mountain. And he's like, oh man, he's getting excited. He's like, man, just a few more cartons of gold, a few more crates of gold, we'll be able to pay off all our debts and everything else will be pure profit. And he's excited about that. And inexplicably, the vein of gold stops. No more gold coming up. And they keep digging, looking. They dig, no more gold. And they're going into debt too. They dig, and they finally realize they got to cut their losses. They can't afford to pay anybody. They got to quit. That's what they decide to do. So they sell the gold mine to another man, and they sell it to somebody else. Mm-hmm. And they go back there in debt and in shame. Now the next guy, right, he took possession of it, and then he hired a land surveyor who knew about fault lines and land to go do some measurements. And the guy goes in there and takes his measurements and all calculations, and he tells him the vein of gold will pick up 3 feet from where the last people stopped, just 3 feet. And they dug 3 more feet, and sure enough, it was a mine of enormous value. Enormous value. Now, the first people, they quit 3 feet from gold. The second one was smart enough to hire someone who knew things they didn't know to examine the situation before they just start cutting here and there.
Absolutely.
That story you want me to
tell? No, but yes.
That wasn't the right story?
No, it's okay. Bill, it was the right story, but it was not exactly the story that I had in mind. But it's okay. Bill says I've had many Florida Evans damn moments on my entrepreneur journey. Absolutely. Hello, good morning to you, Miss Beverly, Dr. Beverly. And Jacqueline says that she had to relocate her hair salon 4 times in 10 years,
Wow.
losing clients and money. So glad I bounced back. The 4th time business blew up and became extremely successful. Went from 25 leftover clients to 200 in 6 months. Buoyancy is so important.
Staying afloat
Amen.
when things ain't going right.
Yes.
Mentally afloat. How do you describe when things don't go well?
Absolutely. Beverly, I love your acronym. I'm sure Sporty would love it. Stay in the dig. Don't intentionally give up.
I like it.
Love it. For those of you who may have missed yesterday with Sporty King, he was on with us, and we're going to share with you a little bit more about his amazing thought cards, passing thoughts and passing words.
I'm Sporty King with the top line, which is how I feel affects other people. My new product for literacy and connection is called Passing Thoughts, because what we share are mental moments. You'll receive 3 sets of 14 of my favorite affirmations as cards you can insert in a greeting card for that extra blessing, send out a gift set of any number of cards, or share as a game among friends, because you'll also receive 2 sets of these 5 sentence connectors I call passing words and suggested instructions. Order your set of passing thoughts now, because what we share are mental moments. Ciao.
Ciao, Sporty. Thank you for dropping in. We absolutely love passing thoughts. As soon as I get my deck, I will share them with you on the show. But you need to go ahead and order your deck. They are an amazing way. First of all,
Sporty's an amazing guy.
Really
and, oh my God, and talented.
He really is. They're an amazing way to connect with the people that you love. But I actually use them to connect with myself as well. I use them in my affirmation time and my meditation time. And there's enough duplicates in the deck that you can actually just give one away and help to inspire and uplift someone else. Leanne, thank you. She said, Lisa, love your hat and the glasses finish the look.
She does look fly. And her neck piece too. She does look fly. So we're talking about the new ABCs of selling. A is attunement. Can you see it through your client's eyes? Can you see your business the way they see your business?
Absolutely. Dr. Deborah says, things have definitely changed in my life and I may have to pivot, but I am not going to give up. Come on and say that.
I think you got like 2 tracks and both of them could be profitable for you, Dr. Deborah.
Absolutely.
That nonprofit thing could be a profitable one.
It
One
is.
of the other ones too. The healing stuff.
Yes, the healing and deliverance stuff and her nonprofit support. Let me tell you, I had a co-consultation with one of my clients, because here's the thing. I personally focus on what I do best. I need people to understand that. I really know that there is more than enough good room out here. And I also know my lane. So when my client expressed to me another leg of her journey that required some expertise and support from someone with a different skill set, I sought out that someone with a different skill set, brought them in, paid them. It wasn't free. She got paid to do a consultation with my client because she was a better fit for what it is that she was doing at that time. Understand, if you are someone who helps people with certain areas of expertise, I would really love to know more about what it is that you do, so that if you are a good fit, I can refer you to someone who needs your help.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, you're preaching right there, because she's really preaching. First, stop being the best kept secret in your city.
Please
Stop being the best kept secret in your industry. The best kept secret. Okay, Lala talked about that last night. That's why I was hoping that she could pop on through here.
Mm-hmm.
She's preaching right there. The other thing, she brought someone else in and she paid them. I am doing a workshop next week, Tuesday, called How to Convert Interested People into Paying Clients. And another professional coach said, do I have to exchange any money for this knowledge? And I told him back, I responded back to him, that's the wrong question. The question is, do you need the solution? Is it worth anything for you to get the solution? So I think I'm gonna do a video today on that question. I almost called it a dumb question.
Yeah, I think it is so important to understand, first of all, Is what you're going to gain from this training, knowledge, whatever it might be, going to benefit you in some way? Now, this upcoming event on the 25th is about helping you to take those prospects, all those leads that you done paid for, thought you were going to get, all of this interest, and actually convert it. There are so many amazing coaches and consultants that I deal with every day that their first problem is that they don't know how to attract who and what they need in order to support them in their needs and thereby grow their practice. But then the secondary concern and consideration consistently is they don't know what to say or do in order to get them from interested into paying clients.
They're getting better and better. We got to catch up here. Dr. Beverly says, I had a childhood friend call me yesterday out of the blue. She told me she was writing several books. I told her only do one at a time. She said she was confused. She was stuck. She was paying too much money. I told her about a lady named, he said,
named Lisa Santiago McNeill. And I told her that your book is not going to be right. And you can take a lot of stress off if she contacts you, Lisa. And she said she wanted to do it on her own. And I said, let me know how that works out.
Yeah, that's a mistake. If you're trying to do a lot of things on your own, you're doing it the wrong way. Don't be secretive. That means if you have a way to help the world, you got to let the world know. Leanne says attunement. Get out of your own head and look at what your client is dealing with from their perspective before you can help them properly with your perspective. Amen. That is a new way, a modern way of thinking about your business.
Absolutely.
You have to adopt this.
Absolutely.
Life-changing benefits for me from Ms. Vivian. Dr. Deborah says, thank you, Lisa. I really appreciated that. Now I even have another amazing nonprofit leader in my circle. Amazing. Vivian Reed says, I feel so new to this. I need Lisa for both of those areas. You do. Okay. But you got to pay. Anyway. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to introduce the C because that might be just as important. But A is attunement, seeing it through your client's eyes. B is buoyancy. You deal with a world where you're awash with rejection and being being comfortable with being rejected, being comfortable, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's a part of buoyancy. And the C is for clarity. Clarity. Your clients get bombarded by information daily. Anyone who's thinking they're going to hire a book coach, for example, or book anything, they get 50 people say, I can help you write your book. 50 of them come, okay? And they get conflicting information. Write your book in 3 days. Write your book in 30 days. Write your book over 6 months. Let us write it for you. All that kind of stuff. They get a lot of stuff that gets confusing. Plus, they see all these ads. They get confusing. Now, the professional that can come on and help them to make clear some of that fog, to explain it simply, help your clients get some clarity amongst that fog are the ones that they can work with. Clarity. And then there's 2 parts of clarity I want to introduce to you guys here. Number 1 is it used to be become a problem solver for your client. Note I said used to be. You be the one to solve their problems for them. They got a problem, you can solve it. Okay? That used to be a way of thinking. We have to shift that in 2021 because there's so many people giving problem solutions and it's so confusing. Very often the client doesn't know which is the right problem or what problem they really even have. So the person who can help them to find the right problem, instead of just solving a problem, helping them to find the right, being a problem solver versus being a problem finder. Now, in the new ABCs of selling, being a problem finder is more profitable for you. You think, Brian, I need help because I can't close sales. And baby, my wife would raise her hand and tell you, it doesn't take me very long to realize that's not their real problem. The real problem is they're not even asking anybody for business.
That part. So often
they think it's that.
Because they don't understand how the process works. Here's what happens. If you are in a restaurant and you are hungry, you can stand at the front of that restaurant looking up in that menu and be hungry. until you open your mouth. A closed mouth does not get fed. And that's not only in dinner, dessert, or anything else. It is in everything. It is in everything. Beverly says, I have to say in my Caribbean voice, Lisa, you look like you just came from off the beach walking on
the beach, feet in the water, with your Caribbean hat on, looking so Caribbean.
Yes, thank you. I love my hat.
You're talking our language, just even talking about doing anything in the Caribbean.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. I actually, last night, I took a bath. I usually take a shower. I took a bath, and I actually let the water so low in the tub. It was more like I was sitting in the beach just with my feet, and I actually sat there and just splashed my feet. Because I took a shower. No, that was the bath. I took the I did my nails and I splashed my feet in the water. I already took my showers. I was just in the tub for the ambiance, I guess. I want to be at the beach. I'm ready for the beach. And as a matter of fact, this weekend the beach opens, and so do the pools.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
That's a not so subtle hint from my wife.
That's right. But I'm actually
so subtle hint.
Yeah, absolutely. Ms. Vivian says, funny, write your book in 3 days. Yeah, it is funny.
You've seen that ad on Facebook.
Yes,
there's an ad right there.
You can write a book in 3 days. It might not be nothing don't nobody want to read, but whatever. How true is this? It can become so confusing, so many solutions that I need to find. You know what is the easiest way to find solutions? Is to find the right coach. To find the right coach. That is the shortcut, because so often, and I am one that is guilty of it, right? So often we think that we can Google it, that we can YouTube it. But here's the thing, and this is what I learned from my coach. Let me tell you, there are things that you don't even know that you don't even know. You can't Google that. Like, you can't Google what you don't know you don't know. You can't even look it up because it is too foreign for you. Jacqueline says, I am gifted in several things. However, I stay in my lane. And when people want me to help them do things out of my lane, I tell them about someone else, because I may be good, but what you want is not my anointing. Amen.
And Jacqueline, that'll keep your sanity. I do it all the time. I am a sales confidence coach. I teach people how to sell themselves and their services. Now, it's so tempting for clients to want to make me, Brian, I want to hire this person. And okay, whoa. Brian, what do you think about taxes? And whoa. How should I structure personnel issues on teamwork? Baby, I want to help you to sell yourself and your services. I don't want to do those things, okay?
Splash. Excited for you too, Lisa. Thank you, Jacqueline. Leanne says the truth is they themselves have the solutions to their own problems. As coaches, we help them find the solutions with the right questions, deeper questions than they would not ask themselves to help with the answers. Absolutely, that's the case. In a lot of
asking them the right questions.
Absolutely.
Very often we can't ask ourselves these questions.
Absolutely, but there are also we are too close. But there are also some clinical, technical, and tactical things that you could learn, or you could understand that you need to pay somebody that already knows how to do them and focus on the thing that you are the most gifted at. Notice I said the most gifted at.
Yes. Anointing, like Sister Jacqueline said right there.
Absolutely. Now, on the screen is how to convert those leads into paying clients. It is a workshop that will occur on the 25th, both at 1 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. This is not a free clinic. You can go to bit.ly/convert525, find out more about what will be covered in that clinic, and register for yourself. If you
charge for this one, because I believe I believe I would have been robbing people the opportunity to invest in themselves. I think I would have been keeping it from them. I would have been shortchanging people by not charging for this workshop. That's what I feel.
I honestly believe that this will help you, particularly if you already are actively in business and may even have some prospects that you simply have not converted. That you don't know why they haven't bought from you. You know that they respect you. You know that they know what you're doing, but you just have not closed the deal, honey. It's time to get those off the pot. and get them working for you. Go to bit.ly/convert525 and get this class and training. Brian is the sales confidence coach, and he is the sales confidence coach for a reason. Because a great element of sales is the confidence to do so. How do you get the confidence? Well, how did you get the confidence to ride that bike? How did you get the confidence to swim? How did you get the confidence to do anything? First, someone taught you, and secondarily, you practiced it over and over and over.
You're going to have to get on it and pedal. At some point, you got to get in that seat and pedal. Okay? Imagine someone, oh my gosh. There was a great book called You Can't Teach an Elephant to Roller Skate in the Classroom. Okay?
That part.
You can't teach the elephant to roller skate in the classroom. Okay? First off, the premise is funny, but the opening paragraphs of the book was talking about, first off, why even bother teaching the elephant to skate? Okay? Why do you want to do it in the first place? You'll frustrate the elephant and never get it done. Be careful what you choose to do with your business and your life is what the premise of the book is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Stephanie says, robbing me to invest in myself. That is important. Invest in yourself.
Are you really a 52-year-old twerker, Miss Vivian?
Hey.
Are you really, Miss Vivian?
I've resigned myself to the fact that a twerk is not for me.
Okay. But Miss Vivian said she's a 52-year-old twerker. And I'm saying, really? Really, Miss Vivian? I'm going to need some video proof of this. I'm going to need some, what is the show, CSI or Law and Order evidence?
You're going to need some proof?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Miss Vivian.
She said she thought about it.
I thought about it. Okay. Now, if you just keep thinking about it and add $3 to it, your thoughts and that $3 could probably get you a cup of coffee.
That part.
At some point, you got to do some stuff.
But so we have, I think the ABCs, I think attunement, buoyancy, and what was the C?
Clarity.
Clarity.
Making sense of all the fog. Clarity. That is a major challenge today because your clients get bombarded by so much stuff. And also see your selling as if you're serving people.
I think that it is an important one. Vivian says, I will shake my money maker. Brian, don't test me. Well, all right, shake it then. It is now 9:41, and we're going to get these songs in. We better hit it.
Well, that's the other point about clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solving versus problem finding. I said that. But if they don't really know what their real problem is, that actually is their problem. Them not understanding what their real problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right.
Come on, Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here. We'll clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning, Miss Phyllis. And good morning, Vivian. Vivian. Vivian Reed is here. Vivian Reed is here, and now the show can go on.
Good morning. Good morning. Katura Green is here.
Yes.
Back to life. Back to Katura Green. However do you want it? However do you want it?
However do you
girl.
need it.
Dr. Deborah's here.
It's Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. How you doing? Mr. William Brown is here. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will.
Our friend Bill.
Now, Miss Jacqueline Rogier, she deserves a logo.
She had a song.
She had a song, but I'm thinking of Jacqueline in the movie Boomerang. Grace Jones was hitting on Eddie Murphy's character in the restaurant, and he's like, "Get off me! What's wrong with you?" She's like grabbing at him under the table. He's like, "Get off! What's wrong with you?" She goes, "Well, according to Jacqueline, you could do this, and according to Jacqueline, you could really move and according to Jacqueline, So I'm thinking something about, according to Jacqueline, you can.
I already have that song.
What you got?
It's Jacqueline Rosier, pretty little girl that I adore.
Like according to Jacqueline.
You're the only one my heart beats for. How I wish that you were
Jacqueline
mine.
Rozier. You gotta say the whole name right.
Jacqueline Rosier.
It's Rozier.
I said it. I said what I said.
I like according to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, which one do you like better?
Stephanie.
Life has new meaning to me. There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Stephanie, you're in love. I saw girl. Now it's time for us to sing our song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa.
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you
my
for
girl
joining us.
Wait. What she said?
She said, thanks, Lisa. You said my name just right.
Who?
Thank you.
Rosie?
Jacqueline Rosier.
Okay. Beverly also says twerk at 52. Okay. Dr. Beverly's here. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. How you doing? Lanita Sakina is here as well.
Lanita Sakina Fee 5 Lanita.
Our girl Leanne is here.
And it's Leanne. It's Leanne.
Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. Good morning. This feels like a Friday show to me.
I know, and today is only Thursday.
We normally give Friday shows some gusto.
Well, we got some good guests on today. We got some great co-hosts today.
Yes,
so
we do.
I'm excited about that. I am so grateful that you guys chose to hang out with us today. I hope that in the ABCs you find yourself somewhere building, growing, and improving in your business.
Definitely always loves the songs too. Yeah. That's what this show is about. What Lisa just said, personal conversations, but also business information. We got to spend some time doing some business information.
Absolutely. And I think that learning in a fun way, this is really Brian's, like, his area that I hope that you guys, for any of you that have not taken any of his classes, understand it's not a lecture. Understand it is not dry. And understand it is not empty. The information is going to be business changing. When I say business changing, I mean the way people say life changing. It is going to be business changing. It's going to impact the bottom line of your business. But you are not going to have to try to stay awake to learn it. I'm telling you, he is going to keep you engaged, keep you entertained, edutainment. Edutained. You are going to be educated and entertained. And that's right, Stephanie. Thank you. She says Brian Keith McNeill's training is popping. It is going to stick. That's the other part of it. It is going to stick. This is not something that you go in and 6 months from now you don't know it or you don't use it unless you don't want to. We had a guest yesterday in another meeting that we do on Wednesdays. And they worked with Brian 3 years ago. And I knew that before she opened her mouth. I mean, before she said that she worked with him 3 years ago, because when she introduced herself, she used the process that he had taught her.
Yes.
And so this is stuff that you're going to take with you to build and grow and improve your business for life to come. If you want to see your business grow, then go to bit.ly/convert525. If you don't, you're just playing, then that's okay. Just hang out and do nothing.
That's right. That was a great compliment to me. That woman, she had worked with me 3 years ago. She came in and she's using stuff that she learned from me 3 years ago, and she was happy to see me. Okay, so that training, she felt like she found benefits. I got the coolest testimonial sent to my email. I did a Zoom workshop for a SCORE and some other organization, the Research Triangle Park area. And the testimonial said, it's very, very difficult to get engagement via Zoom. But Brian, you were able to get full engagement with everybody on the screen. Mm-hmm. They felt engaged, they felt involved. And that was amazing that you got everyone to feel engaged via Zoom.
Absolutely. And it is a gift. I think it is one that we both venture to ensure that we have inclusion and engagement with those that we interact even virtually. Dr. Deborah's got a testimony. Brian's classes are so much fun and informational. At the same time, I always learn something. It's a laugh and learn. How about that?
Dr. Deborah's
that new phrase. A laugh and learn, right?
Dr. Deborah is a wonderful testimony to me because she gets herself another dip. She'll come back again. She does not rest on what she did last year or 6 months ago.
Right. And that, you know what that is? That's professionalism.
That's a professional.
Because here's the thing. We don't rest on yesterday's shower. Like, I don't care how good you got in there and scrubbed. I don't care how long you let that water on you. I don't care if you hit every nook and cranny. Tomorrow comes, you're going to need another dip.
Funny, even if you don't leave the house, you still need a shower.
You still need a shower with your funky tail. Jacqueline says, focus on my health and recovery, getting lots of rest. Amen. We're so glad that you are recovering, on the road to recovery, and working on several projects. So excited. All right, now we'll be ready when you coming out that gate, gal. I'm excited for you and with you.
Yes, and Jacqueline, your life has been a testament. I saw Miss Vivian Reed says, I love Jacqueline. She's like a Black Mary Poppin.
Yes. A tablespoon of sugar.
Okay.
It's a spoonful of sugar, the medicine go down. Ew, hairy perspiration.
What are you talking about?
The shower that you need. Yup.
Anyway, the new ABCs of selling. See what you do through your client's eyes.
Attunement.
Sometimes when you try to look at your business through your client's eyes, like if a client wanted to hire you, what would they have to do? Okay, what would they have to do to hire you? And then you realize, dang, they got to do a lot just to be my client. That means you need to streamline your system. If they got to fill out this and do that and meet there.
Oh my goodness. I had someone that had one of those long drawn out things.
See?
I had, and I thought that they were going to be a great resource for me, but the pre stuff was it was a packet of too much.
Yeah, too much.
Like I don't want to buy another house. I want you to do this, and this, and I don't really want to spend 4 hours trying to get it exactly in your process.
I had a debate in our household last week. This lady asked me to speak on her platform, but then she gave me like 6 homework assignments just so I could speak. I'm like, you asked me.
It wasn't 6 homework assignments.
Yes, it was.
No, it
she
wasn't.
wanted me to do this, and this just to speak. She asked me. I didn't ask her.
This is true. Honey, listen, I get it. I'm on a whole lot more board or something that I just should have said no thank you for. But Lady V, love you back from Jacqueline.
But interestingly, when I showed Lisa the stuff this person wanted me to do, Lisa didn't seem to think it was that much.
Well, it was in perspective. I could see it from the perspective of someone who was building a platform that she wanted to be successful. She wanted many hands make light work. Mm-hmm. So she was trying to leverage those hands to make the work light. But she did the great mistake that she did was she didn't get the buy-in.
Nope.
First.
She didn't.
It's Mark Greer.
Mark Greer is under a groove.
Hey, Mark Greer.
Just for the funk of it.
Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now.
Mark Greer says, sincerity, professionalism, and excellence comes through whether in person or Zoom. You connected through Zoom, Brother Brian, because your audience felt your authenticity. That's my brother speaks to your expertise, and that's priceless.
Amen.
Thank you, Brother Mark.
Jacqueline says the empowerment duo are my blessing vitamin. Amen, amen, amen. I like that. My soul is so blessed. Great therapy for me. That is good. That is
blessing vitamin.
Yes, I love that. We hope that your mornings are better and brighter and lighter for joining us. We hope that not only do you get inspired and empowered, that you also learn something, and we always enjoy throwing in a little bit of shenanigans. So be sure to stay tuned right here on the Empowerment Network. Following us is Coffee Time with Coach Ja. You'll get some amazing poetry, some fantastic guests. He is awesome. And then at 12 noon, you have heart-to-heart conversations with Stephanie. On the first Thursdays, you can tune in the evening for Sister Jeannie. So we just want to continue to build and grow together. We want to see you experiencing good success. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
I'm Brian Keith McNeill.
And don't